is position us like this. That way, are you on the...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so position us like this. That way we can see down the, like, final and people that are on, like, base. Alright?
Okay.
If we're just there, we have high wing airplanes, right? Our wings are high, I mean. So we can't really see up. If it's a low wing airplane, it's not a big issue. So all we gotta do is position ourselves a little bit like this so that way we can see down here. We got everything in sight now. You know, if anybody's on downwind on the other side, on base over here, now we can see down base over here and then on final.
Okay. Gonna make my call here. Iowa City traffic, Skyhawks 3542 Foxtrot, taking off on runway 25, remaining on pattern, Iowa City. It looks like no one's around.
Sounds good.
Brian, can you, Matt, can you hold the brake real quick?
Sure.
Set myself for success.
Air flight controls.
I have flight control. I haven't done a left wind traffic pattern for a while.
Has it been a while? Well, it'll be a little easier for you to like see and judge and everything then, because you got the actual runway in sight.
Yeah. Take off from here.
Okay, so we don't have to stop. Hand on the throttle.
Engine in the green.
Airspeed's alive. There you go. So, do you know?
Boost traffic, Warrior 1734 Hotel, holding over Victory 3000. Off Boost.
So you understand why I tell you to keep your hand on the throttle, right?
No, I should. I understand. In case you need to.
Yeah, abort.
Abort. Yep. No, that is.
Some I don't know, baby wanders onto the runway, or there's an animal. It gives us more options. Maybe the throttle's a little loose, and it starts to come out.
Yeah.
So you see how we were pretty close to the runway, right? When we first turned crosswind. Do you know what I mean? Like when we first turned crosswind, you see how we were pretty close to the runway?
Yeah.
That's because we, whether it was like crosswind or whatever else, we got pushed to the right on our upwind there.
Okay.
So maybe we weren't maintaining our heading, for example. That could be one thing, or maybe the winds were pushing us a bit to the right. So,
Skylane 5, southwest inbound for 110.
So what you can do, look in front of us, look for something that you can sort of follow as like an imaginary line, okay? See over by the road over there with the trees to the right of it? In front of us, you see that road?
That road right there?
Right in front of us at our 12 o'clock.
Okay.
You see the road and then there are trees on the right side? And then there's some trees on the left?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you look at that road, just be like, that is my imaginary line, okay? Do you see how it's slowly moving to the left right now?
Yeah.
Alright, so that can mean one of two things. One, we're either pointed to the right, so it's getting further to the left, making our downwind leg wider. So you see how, like, roads over there right now are pointed this way?
Yeah.
So we're getting further away from the runway.
Okay.
Alright, so you have like an imaginary line, you're like, okay, I want to follow this exactly.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's turn, start turning.
Yeah, I didn't lower my speed. I was trying to,
about 10 miles out. Iowa.
Okay, below 110.
IFC traffic sky 3542 Foxtrot is downwind runway 25 turning left base.
I should have made that call.
That's fine.
I will be watching for you, 7470.
Thank you, Matt.
No worries. I missed the first part of his call. He said he was doing the VOR, and I was like, hold on, don't we have a VOR here? You see how like we're pretty far out now? You always want to try to stay in the pattern up to the point where you can be like...
30823 is 4 miles to the north of the airport, departing to the northeast, last call, Albia.
You always want to be at a point where you're like, hey, my engine cut out right now, can I make the runway?
Over the top.
So we went really far out.
Yeah. I wasn't,
I know I was talking, but even when I'm talking, you can still fly the airplane.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's kind of turn a little bit towards the runway right now. You always want to try to make it so that, hey, like I said, hey, if my engine cuts out right now, can I make the runway? So you see how we're now kind of facing it? We're on a sort of hybrid base to final.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I know people are like, oh, you should make them nice and square. And, you know, realistically, in a perfect world, you should. But we went out far. You know, it's better to try to get a little bit closer on the base leg. Especially, you know, in an instance where we're low to the ground. See traffic sky 3542 Foxtrot, final for runway 25, staying in the traffic pattern.
Whereabouts are you? This is 747 Sierra Whiskey. We're about 4 miles out.
I think I'm too high though. Maybe I can sleep.
Yeah. So the last thing is, we didn't put flaps at 30. I don't think they're...
I think I did.
Nope. So it's only 20. Go around.
Alright, going around.
There you go. I see traffic sky 3542 Foxtrot is going around runway 25.
Above 65 and degrees. Above 70 degrees.
So you see right here? See the runway?
Not really.
Okay. What you want to do is you want to try to stay over the runway, okay? So if you're looking, look behind you now. Where's the runway?
A little bit.
Look your other, it's to the right, right?
I got you in sight. We have you in sight. 747 Sierra Whiskey.
Roger that. I would say traffic sky 3542 Foxtrot is turning left base runway 25. Correction, left crosswind, runway 25, I would see traffic.
4 Hotel, New inbound, RNAV 13, off Lisbon. Kiwana Unicom, Tiger 12850 uniform, 5 miles north of Kiwana, request your winds inactive.
Alright, so let's start turning.
Yeah, I see him right there.
Got him in sight?
Yeah.
Actually, alright, cool. So let's extend this a little bit actually. My flight controls.
What is it doing?
I got no fucking
Roger,
clue.
Tiger 128 Victor uniform, Tiger 128 Victor uniform, 3 miles north of Kiwana. We'll be flying over the airport and then doing a couple of touch and goes on
no fucking clue.
47 Sierra Whiskey's going miss, heading back to CR.
Obviously traffic sky 3542 Foxtrot is left downwind for runway 25. I don't know if that's our guy. For some reason he decided to... Good job staying vigilant, though. You have him in sight still?
No.
Alright, that's fine.
He's...
Let's change it up a little bit. So right now we're a little bit past it, but we're beam the point of landing. So I'm going to show you power off 180. Alright, power off 180, what you want to do is you want to pitch for your best glide. So I'm pitching for about 65 right now. Alright? The trick to a power off 180 is always keeping the runway in sight. Alright?
Left downwind, runway 27, Kiwani.
Do you remember how before I see traffic sky 3542 Foxtrot turning left base runway 25? So do you remember how before I said you don't have to make like adjustments with your flaps? Like, look at my flaps right now. We're on base. Have I touched the flaps yet? Nope. Okay. So you can use them to judge. Am I high or am I low right now? What do you think? You think I'm high? Alright, so below 110 flaps in. Let's put that first notch of flaps in. Okay, I'm going to keep it coming down. What about now? Am I still high?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I can dump the flaps full. I'm below 85, so flaps full. I'm going to continue this around, alright? One of the cool things about a power off 180 is you don't have to make them square. Alright, you want to keep the runway in sight at all times. So I'm a little high. That's fine. Let me slip just a little bit. Lower the nose. I'm going for the top of the numbers. Alright? I'll keep it right here. I'm just gonna go around. I'm not gonna do the full stop. I'm a little bit fast. That's okay. I'm not quite gonna make the top of the numbers there, but you see how I made the runway? I'm gonna go around. So you see how I was able to sort of judge where I was?
Yeah.
In each phase of flight. I didn't even have to make any power adjustments, alright? I see traffic sky 3542 Foxtrot going around runway 25.
That's the guy who wants to do a touch and go.
Yeah, I got no clue. Yeah, it flops up. So if you look behind you right now, you see where the runway is?
Okay.
It's a little bit to the left, so I'm going to keep the nose slightly to the left, and then once we're aligned with it, just straighten out the nose. So like right about here, straighten out the nose a little bit, we'll just go to the right slightly. Alright. We'll do another, we'll do a normal landing, okay? I'll let you land this one. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Start the turn. Do you want the flight controls now, or do you want me to give it to you somewhere on downwind?
Downwind.
Alright. I see traffic sky 3542 Foxtrot turning left crosswind runway 25, I would say traffic. Oops. A little more than 90 degrees it seems. Oh well. So we're just about at 1,700 feet. Oh, that guy was on the... I realized what happened there.
What happened?
He's on the VOR approach for a different runway, and he just went missed. Alright, so now we're abeam. Pick something in front of you, alright? That's like straight in front of you. Fly towards it, alright? Don't let it move to the right, don't let it move to the left. See that big building in front of us right now?
Yeah, the white building.
See how it's directly in front of us?
Yeah.
Keep it in front of us. You can look at the runway, but then you want to look out towards the building. You see how the buildings move to the right? That means we're starting to get closer to the runway.
Alright, we're up there.
Go. Cool. Beam our point of landing, power to 1500.
Less than 110.
There you go.
Southwest traffic, Warrior 173.
Keep the nose coming down.
RNAV 13. Osclusa. Osclusa traffic, Sirius 75 Foxtrot 27. Just overhead heading northwest.
I can do it.
Okay, thanks.
Iowa City traffic, Sky 3542 Foxtrot, left base, runway 25, Iowa City traffic. So look at the runway. What do you think?
Traffic, base retreat.
Might be too high. Too high.
Okay, let's bring the power to idle. Maybe we can put that second and third notch. Wait. Look at your airspeed.
Okay.
All right.
Less than.
Bring the nose up just a little bit. Now we dump them in. Okay. And now we counter the nose.
Matt, did you put full flaps?
Yep, I put full in. We're high, right?
Okay.
We gotta go down.
Okay.
So try to wait until it's like 45 degrees past your shoulder. Okay.
Might be too high though, right?
Alright, let's go around.
Okay. Are we turning?
So based on what happened there, what does that tell you?
I'm not turning on 45 degrees, I might be turning a little bit.
So that just says we turned early. Alright?
Says what?
I said that says that we turned early.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, let's just go a little further out on the downwind this next time.
Yeah, okay.
Alright? And also, when we were on the downwind, did you notice that when you put the flaps in, the nose came up?
Yeah.
Alright, we don't want that to happen. You gotta keep the nose coming down. That's another reason that we, didn't quite get to where we wanted to be.
And out to traffic, Warrior 1734 Hotel, departing from the area to the southwest, call. I'll do with them.
Iowa City traffic, Sky 3542 Foxtrot. Turning left crosswind, runway 12. Correction, runway 25. Man, I am just screwing up everything today. Let that be a lesson. Even if you make a mistake, that's fine. Just correct it over the radio. Especially if it's like a runway that you're landing on or whatever else. Alright, so let's start turning. So pick like a, for when you're turning base, or sorry, crosswind to downwind, try to pick an object. So like, you see that lake over here? You see how we turned right at the start of the lake? Right? Yes, no, are you listening?
Which lake?
The lake that's in front of us.
Okay.
Okay, you saw how we started to turn left so we could be downwind over the lake, right? The lake that's just about in front of us, like right under our nose right now. You see it?
Yeah. That one.
You got it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So that's where we turn this time, okay?
Okay.
So now, let's see where we are. Look at that road that's in front of us. Okay? So turning over the lake means that it gives us the road. Alright? So if we look at the runway and we say, hey, I'm too far out, we know that next time we have to turn before the lake. Alright? So we're using things that we see outside to help us.
Got it.
Alright. I'm going to make the radio call. You don't have to turn base yet. Just to let people know where we are. Iowa City traffic, Scott 3542 Foxtrot, turning left base, runway 25, Iowa City. Alright, you see how the nose, look at the nose. You see how it came up there? Look at that. We're level. We want it to keep coming down, alright?
Yeah.
So slightly down. You see this? This is alright. Okay? But not a level. Because we're descending, right? So let's start turning now. A little bit of back pressure. You got to keep the nose at the same spot. If you look in front of us, you see how the horizon came all the way up here?
Yeah, too fast. I saw.
All right, that's not good. That's not what we want. We want to try to keep it at the same point. All right, watch me. My flight controls. All right. If I keep the nose coming down, where are we at? 1500. If I keep the nose coming down, you see how the horizon's going up?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep it here. I'm going to turn final now, or to final now. You see how the horizon's staying in the same spot? See how now it's going up?
Yeah.
Alright? You gotta keep the horizon at the same spot. Alright? I'll fix this. I just wanted to show you that. I'll put you back on final. So that's what I mean by keep the nose in the same position. So you see how now, look at outside, hey, horizon's coming up. That means that the nose is getting lowered, right? I'll put flaps in full. There we go. Alright, it's starting to slow down. Your flight controls?
I have light control.
We're a little bit fast.
Yeah.
But that's fine, just a little bit of a slip. There you go.
I think I can make this.
There you go. Alright. So we'll do a touch and go. I got the flaps, okay?
Okay.
Lower the nose just a little bit. Nope, we're too high. So you want to lower it, okay? Once we're about treetop height, right about here, a little bit lower, then we can start pulling back on the yoke. Good job. Flaps up, full power. So use your peripherals. You see where the trees are?
Yeah.
Once we're like halfway down the trees or so, that's when you want to start slowly pulling back on the yoke, okay? You're doing it maybe twice as high as the trees.
Go here a bit.
You gotta keep the airplane climbing a bit, alright?
Hello traffic,
Not
5175 Fox, 3 mile final runway 34, Pella, any traffic, please advise.
You don't have to do 45 degrees of bank, okay? Alright, so we're just about 1700, lower the nose. Remember that road? Look at where that road is. Look at our nose. You see how we're over here? The road's over there. Let's sort of straighten it out, okay? You see?
Yeah.
Alright, now we're parallel with the road. Look at the runway. Alright? You can look at the runway and say, hey, am I getting further away from it, closer to it? Does this look good? You know, these are the questions you want to be asking yourself. You don't have to be directly parallel with the runway. Don't stare just at the runway, okay? You gotta be scanning.
Traffic,
110.
IOC traffic, Sky 3542 Foxtrot, turning left base, runway 25, IOC traffic. Okay, look outside. We're level again. You gotta keep the nose coming down. Otherwise, we're never gonna descend, and we're gonna high every time. If you keep the nose coming down, we can turn base earlier. All right. If the nose comes up and you stay level until the airspeed bleeds off, we're gonna have to go further out on the downwind.
Matt, do you want to help me in the radio call, please?
Alright, I can do that. IOC traffic, Sky 3542 Foxtrot is left base, turning final, staying in the pattern, Iowa City traffic. I've lost track of how many landings we've done. Shoot. I think it's... Actually, that was our first. You don't have to do that much, okay? You can make small corrections. Alright?
Okay.
Don't forget your flaps. We're on final, right? We're high. Put the flaps into full.
Oh shit. I thought I had 30.
Yep, no, is it 20?
The thing didn't go all the way. A little too slow.
Oh, if we're too slow, we're high, right? Bring the car to idle, push the nose down a little bit. Remember, we can trade off altitude for airspeed. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, keep the nose coming down, a little bit of right rudder. Alright?
Okay.
Now we slowly start pulling back on the yoke. Alright, there we go. Flaps up. The one thing we gotta do a little bit better is just sort of maintain the center line and add in. It looks like we got a bit of a crosswind now, so we gotta sort of do both.
What do you think of that one?
That was pretty good. So you see the runway right here? You see how it's moving to the right?
Yeah.
Alright. Use your peripherals. You can see what's going on outside. Alright?
Yeah.
You're not staring at this, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay, cool. Say traffic Scott, 3542 Foxtrot, upwind runway 12. Correction, runway 25, Iowa State traffic. I keep saying 12. Like the third time I've done that, just on the upwinds.
City traffic, Skyhawk 3542 Foxtrot, downwind on runway 25, Iowa City.
Say something? Can you say something?
Hello, can you hear me? Right on the road.
There you go. So if you use things that you see outside, you can make it more consistent, okay? Especially if we're making like these constant traffic patterns at the same place over and over again. These are some of the tricks that I use to sort of help myself when I'm doing these. You know, stay parallel along this road, turn before that building over there, you know? City traffic Sky 3542 Foxtrot, left base, runway 25, Iowa City.
Romeo 5 Southwest, landing 2721.
So, look at your airspeed, we're at 65 knots right now.
Oskaloosa traffic, Skyhawk 64268, 5 miles to the northwest. Entering right downwind for 31, Skyhawk 268.
What to say, Matt?
Nothing, never mind. point, but
about 65.
there you go. It's looking good, right? 65 knots, we're coming down. You see how the nose is starting to move to the left? Alright? Telling us that the wind's coming. There you go, a little bit of right rudder. Then what we want to do is we want to land on our left wing, so a little bit of left aileron. Okay, right rudder, left aileron. Keep the nose coming down. Add back pressure. There we go. Oops. Okay. Alright, flaps up.
And that's because of the wind, right?
Yep. We landed a little hard too. So in the nose,
you wanted to land on your left wheel?
yeah, so the idea is to land on one wheel before the other. So as we start to get slower, we can take out that right rudder.
Ah, okay, I don't think I did that fast enough.
Yep, well that's why I was trying to lead you into it. Because otherwise, if you just have that rudder correction and you land, you saw how we went to the right like that? Like when we landed, we went to the right?
Yep,
so the idea is you land on one wheel first, and then as you get slower, you reduce the rudder pressure, get rid of the aileron,
Over.
land on the other one, and then it comes down.
North overhead 3000. Setting up for a left down 1231. Oskaloosa traffic.
How do you get Oskaloosa's traffic all the way here?
We use the same frequency, I don't know.
That's so far away, that's an hour away.
An hour by car?
Yeah.
Probably like 20 minutes away from here in the airplane then. I can't say I've been to the airport, so I wouldn't know.
You're getting wind from the right.
Okay.
I'm gonna crab a little bit.
Alright, look at our altitude.
Yeah, I saw that now.
So how do you think that previous base was?
I don't know, honestly.
Okay, well, remember, we were on base for a little while, right? And then, because we kind of went far on the downwind, turned a little bit more to the left It's alright, but we were a little far that last time. So let's start moving a little to the left, probably because we've got a crosswind right now. That's, well, I'll make the radio call. Iowa City traffic, Sky 3542 Foxtrot, turning left base, Iowa City traffic, or runway 1, correction, runway 25. I did it again, shit. Ugh. How you feeling, by the way?
Slightly better, actually.
Good, I'm glad to hear that.
On 85.
You want to,
529.
after this one, you want to try power off 180?
Okay, you can.
So, I don't know why we're turning to the right. Look at the runway. You see how we were turning to the right there? We're going the opposite direction. You're getting us further from the runway. We don't want that. We're already kind of like right on our path, or maybe even a little low, right?
Yeah.
So we don't want to turn to the right.
Knoxville traffic, Arrow 7568 Juliet, and to the northeast, inbound full stop for 33 Knoxville traffic.
Iowa City traffic, Sky 3542 Foxtrot is on final runway 25, staying in the pattern, Iowa City traffic.
Watch airspeed.
Iowa City traffic, Sky
Skyhawk 32 Lima uniform, 10 miles to the northeast, inbound for landing. We'll make traffic, left traffic over runway 25, Iowa City.
So,
gonna reduce my power to idle.
start adding back pressure here. A little bit of right rudder, a little bit of left aileron, okay? Not that much, not that much.
Not that much what?
Had a little bit too much, you saw how the nose, my flight controls. Saw how the nose started to swing there?
What is that?
Alright, well the airplane was trying to go forward, but the nose was moving to the left. Hold on, I'm gonna move us back. You gotta look outside, alright? You're kinda looking inside again. I see traffic sky 3542 Foxtrot is back taxiing on runway 12 for runway 25 Iowa City traffic. That's fine for now. Turn the lights off if you want. We're going to take off again in a minute anyway, so I guess it really doesn't matter. You remember how before I told you, like, keep your head outside, and if you need to look at something, just use your eyes? Remember we talked about that?
Yeah.
Alright. You're good, don't worry. None of the weather.
004.
It's
Remarked.
reporting.
Density altitude missing. Present weather information not available.
I guess not.
Maybe the thing is broken.
What thing?
The
It is. It needs maintenance. It still looks like it's pretty much a...
no wind, right?
Yeah, no wind. Alright, your flight controls.
I have flight controls.
You have flight controls. There you go.
Iowa City traffic, Skyhawk 3542 Foxtrot. Taking off on runway 25, remaining on pattern, Iowa City. Iowa City traffic, Skyhawk 32 Lima uniform, 6 miles due east of airport. Well, maneuvering to the south and then 45 going left downwind, runway 25, Iowa City. Engine instruments in the train. knots. Okay.
Iowa traffic, Skyhawk 3542 Foxtrot is upwind, runway 25, Iowa City.
Way off the runway.
Yep. So, what you need to do is look outside and use your peripherals, okay? We can't see above the cowling, but you can see over here and over here. Look back at the runway right now. Are we where we need to be?
No.
Yeah, we've been pushed a little to the right, okay? So then once we get to where we want to be, look outside, alright? It's fun for now, I guess. Let's start turning crosswind. Iowa traffic, Skyhawk 3542 Foxtrot, turning left crosswind, runway 25, Iowa City.
Absolute traffic, Skyhawk 6426, landing runway 3. Traffic 068 Juliet left downwind 3 knots.
Iowa City traffic, Sky 3542 Foxtrot, left, downwind, runway 25, Iowa City. You don't have to be that forceful with the throttle, okay? Try to make it a little bit more smooth next time.
110, stand reverse, 100 balloon.
So you see how we're having to add in more power?
Yeah.
Why are we adding in more power?
So my wind speed was a little too low.
Traffic, Skyhawk 32, leave waiting for 4 miles to the south. Well, 45 going left downwind, runway 25, Iowa City.
Iowa City traffic, Sky 3542 Foxtrot, left base, turning final, runway 25, Iowa City. So why do you think we're having to put in a little bit of extra power? Because we're low, because we're high?
Because it's too high. I mean too low.
Okay, so...
Skyhawk 42 Fox, is this to be a touch and go?
Sky 42 Fox, yes, we're making a touch and go, Iowa City, runway 25.
Alright, thank you. I think I will be able to turn base before you turn downwind.
No problem, we can just extend our upwind if you need. Let us know when you've turned downwind, 42 Fox, Iowa City.
Well, do, thank you.
And Iowa City traffic, Sky X0 to Mike, on the northwest, we'll pass over the field for the left traffic for 25, Iowa City.
So if you're having to add in power on like downwind or base because you're getting lower, then make your downwind shorter the next time, alright? There we go. There you go. Right about here is where we want to start slowly adding some back pressure. Alright, there you go, there you go. Perfect. Good job.
Thank you.
So we want a little bit of right rudder there, okay? We don't really need to use the ailerons to move on the ground, okay?
Yeah.
You want to use the rudder.
This is bad habit from driving.
No, it's okay.
Iowa City traffic, Skyhawk 32, leave waiting for Mayfield, left downwind, runway 25, has 42 Fox inside, Iowa City.
Alright, Iowa City traffic, Sky 3542 Foxtrot, upwind, runway 25, Iowa City.
We have him on site.
Yep, he said he's got us in sight too. He's on downwind. You make the radio call, let them know we're turning crosswind.
City traffic, Skyhawk 35 for Foxtrot, turning crosswind on 25, Iowa City.
Alright, I want you to start taking over the radios. Sound good?
Yeah. I'll try my best.
32, leave from turning left base, runway 25, full stop, Iowa City.
And Iowa City traffic, Sky X0 to Mike, about 3 to the north. Going to cross over the field for the left down. We'll be looking for the test. I think we got him. Looks like he's about to turn to left downwind right now for 25.
64268, landing runway 31.
Iowa City traffic, Sky 3542 Foxtrot, turning left downwind, runway 25, Iowa City.
Okay, 42 Fox, I got you. I'm about a little to the north of the field. I'll be number 2 to follow you.
Alright, sounds good. We'll try to keep an eye out for you also.
Yeah, once I get right over the top of the field, I'll call it out.
LC traffic, Skyhawk 32, Lima uniform, turning final 25, Iowa City. Full stop at Iowa City.
Skyhawk 646, landing runway 31.
A little smoother, okay?
Smoother.
You don't have to yank it out like that.
Yeah,
Let me know when you're right at midfield downwind. I lost you.
3542 Foxtrot, just past midfield downwind. We're just about ready to turn base.
Okay, 02 Mike, we're crossing over the departure into 25 right now, and we're going to enter left downwind for 25 Iowa City.
Roger that. We're planning on making a touch and go. We can make a full stop. Just taxi back if it's easier for you, though.
I'm making a full stop, so whatever you want to do, just let me know.
Okay, we'll probably make a touch and go then. Thank you. We're turning base now.
Roger.
Just because I'm...
Traffic, Skyhawk 32, Lima uniform, we clear of runway 25, back taxi 302 Alpha, Iowa City.
Iowa City, Skyhawk 02 Mike's left downwind runway 25.
I want you to not touch the power, okay? Don't touch the power. Leave it at 1500. That way you can see if you're low or if you're high, alright?
Below 85. I'm still high. I'm going to put 20 knots.
What?
20%.
Are we high or low?
Still too high.
Okay.
I might say just nice.
LC traffic, Skyhawk 32, Lima uniform, clear all runways, taxi back to runway Alpha, Iowa City.
Can we say turning base?
I got it. Iowa City traffic, Sky 3542 Foxtrot, turning final, runway 25, Iowa City. And we're staying in the traffic pattern in Iowa City.
Okay, let me see if I can do it. A little too high though. I'm gonna lower my... reduce my airspeed and put below 85, so I'll put...
Iowa City, 02 Mike's turning left base number 2, runway 25.
Matt, is it a touch and go?
Yeah, we're going to make it a touch and go. The nose coming down, alright. There you go.
Okay, slowly put up.
A little bit more back pressure, a little more, a little more. Alright, hold it off right here.
And Skyhawk 02 Mike's turning about a half mile.
Alright, flaps up.
25, full stop.
Full power. Wings level. Alright, just use the rudder. Otherwise we get that skidding.
This is the rudder.
Yep. And Iowa City traffic, Sky 3542 Foxtrot is now upwind, runway 25, Iowa City, going to be staying in the pattern. How you feeling? That last landing was great. Good job with that. Yeah, it was really good, man.
Alright, thanks. You hear that, YouTube? No, I'm kidding. Nobody looks at my videos.
Yeah, you saw how we got sort of closer to the ground, and then we just sort of held the nose level. Then once the airplane started coming down, we added some back pressure. That way we touched down on the main wheels before the nose.
Okay.
That's kind of how you want it to be. That was like perfect. I was helping a little bit on the controls, but not much. Just so you know, it's 11:16 right now. If you want to be done at 11:30, we can make this a full stop. But I'm
to Iowa City, and we'll be clearing the runway on the taxiway. 02 Mike.
I'm good to keep going for, you know, until 11:30, and then we can start taxiing back if you want. It's up to you.
Can I get at least 2 more?
Yeah. Sounds good. 2 more touch and goes and then a full stop?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Don't forget your radio calls.
City traffic, Skyhawk 3542 Foxtrot, left downwind on 25 Iowa City. Oh, too high.
Yep. You gotta pay attention, alright? Make sure if you're lowering the nose to go back down, you gotta reduce that power. Otherwise, you could overspeed the prop.
Skyhawk 02 Mike will be taxiing to the fuel.
Smoother.
Smoother than that?
So like,
how would you do it?
When I say smooth, okay, here we are. Smooth, nice and smooth, okay? Here's what you're doing this. Alright? See how I'm like smoothly adding and reducing the power?
Yeah.
Alright? You don't have to, not tug of war. Alright, I'll put your first notch of flaps in for you. Alright, watch this. You see how I'm keeping the nose down? The nose wants to balloon up. There's that pressure on it. Alright, I'm holding it. Okay? Just watch if I let go. The nose wants to come up, right? That's the only real, like, little bit of criticism I can still give you at the moment. So your flight controls?
I have flight controls.
Alright, you have flight controls. We're high, by the way. I really didn't do much. I just kept the nose from popping up.
Below 85, I'm gonna put 20 degrees.
Sounds good.
A little too far.
Okay. Then let's go slightly more to the left. I see traffic, Skyhawk 3542 Foxtrot is left base, turning final, runway 25, Iowa City. Don't forget your call outs, okay?
Yes, sir.
How do you think we are? High, low, what?
I think we're a little too low.
Okay. Well, then keep the power into 1500, and then once you say, okay, we're back on glide path, then you can bring the last notch of flaps in.
Oh yeah, I think we're on glide path. If I need power, I'll add it. But let's put full flaps, below 85 full flaps.
Okay.
Okay, now I think, you know, I'll play with it and see. Try and get to 65.
You should just be able to leave the power at about 1500.
Like 1500?
Yep. See how we're sinking a little? Alright. Then right now, can we make the runway if we lose engine?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we can bring the power to idle if you want.
If you want.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, 65. I got
there you go. Alright. Wings level, right?
Rudder, use rudder.
Yep, rudder. So flaps up, full power.
I've been using
yeah, I can see that. Do you see how we're like skidding though?
Yeah. I think flying with you, it's probably the straightest I've been on the runway.
Sorry, what?
I'm straight, being straight. I'm usually never straight.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you straight. We're consistently hitting the runway now, which is great. And now I just want to get you closer and closer to the center line. Good job keeping the hand on the throttle, by the way. try a soft field landing?
Is that the one where you put flaps?
You put power in, yeah. Well, for all your landings, you have flaps in, right? Correct? I said for all of your landings, you normally put flaps in, correct?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna have flaps in. Oh.
Yeah, let's just do a normal landing.
Alright, that's fine. Just figured you might want to change it up a little bit, but that's okay.
Let me master normal landing first.
Alright, okay. So, go a little bit more to the left, alright?
Yeah, I can zero. Alright, let me ease the power.
Yep, there you go, much better. You don't have to jerk it out. It's like an emergency or something like that, then you can yank it out, that's okay. Yeah. Like there's a child on the runway or something like that. Oh shoot, power to idle. Slam on the, not slam on them, but you understand what I mean. You see how we're moving to the right again?
Yeah.
You don't want that. Alright, keep the nose coming down. Look at the runway, where are we?
Oh, usually I use these houses though, too.
Okay.
That's why I was waiting.
Yeah, but remember, depending on the winds, right? Remember how like we use those houses and then you keep having to add in power to keep us on glide path?
Yeah.
Alright? Don't use the houses. Use something that's closer if you have to keep adding in power. Because we want to come down, we want to keep that, realistically, we want that RPM setting to be at 1500 the entire time and not have to change it. Alright? Because we want 85, 75, 65. Alright? What about now? How are we looking?
A little too far.
Okay. Yeah, so you see how our base is really long?
Yeah.
This is what I'm getting at. You see our base is really long?
Yeah.
We need to either make our crosswind shorter or crab more on the downwind. Yeah, every time this is sort of like a horseshoe, almost, instead of a box now. It's okay to have it be rounder like this, but want it to be a little bit more square.
A little too fast. I have a little bit more power. I know I'm gonna make a runway. I'm gonna use power.
Okay, make sure we don't touch down before the full power. Alright. Make sure we don't touch down before that. Alright. There you go.
Rudder, just
alright.
rudder.
Yep, just rudder with level. Okay, not bad. At least now we're making the runway consistently. Gotta work on making the landings a little bit better. Okay, so we'll make this next one a full stop.
Sounds good.
How you feeling about today?
Better than the other day.
Good, good. You didn't do. I want to make it clear, you did not do terrible the other day. All right. We were practicing some stuff. It was just an off day. That's all.
I'm gonna try to make the calls this time.
All right, cool.
It was just an off day, means what? It was too hot.
Yes, it was really hot that day, so that's one part of it. You know. It can be any number of things, all right? Even instructors have off days. Like, you know, that airline pilot that has 1,500 hours, you know, just in the last two weeks alone. You know what I mean? He can have off days too.
Iowa City traffic, Skyhawk 3542 Foxtrot, turning left downwind on 25 Iowa City.
There you go. So let's really try to crab this time, okay? So 1,700 feet, lower the nose a little bit so we can look outside now. Alright. Remember how each time we turn base, our base leg is really long?
Yeah.
Alright, let's make it a little shorter this time. So let's go in a bit. Alright, gonna hold it here. Alright, now let's try this. You see what I mean by like actually making adjustments each time? So we realize, okay, over there, our base leg was far too long. Now we're a little closer to the runway. There you go, 1,500. Okay, then if we're consistently too far away, you know, use a closer house instead. Or if we're too close, use a house that's further. It all depends on the winds and, you know, any number of things. Keep the nose coming down. You see how we're climbing now?
Yeah.
You don't want to be climbing. You should be at 85 knots.
I still think it's too low.
You think we're too low?
Yeah. Hang on. Okay, now it's not too low.
Okay, not that much. Don't push the nose down that much. If you think we're too low, you just said we're too low, right?
Yeah.
Don't put the flaps in.
Okay.
What do? Creates drag, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna slow us down.
Turn to final. Iowa City traffic, Skyhawk set 3542 Foxtrot, turning final on 25.
Full stop.
Okay, so now...
Yep, because you said you wanted to do two more, right? This is the third one. If you want to, we can do another touch and go.
No, I think we're good. Okay.
Okay.
So now...
You see now how we're more or less like where we want to be?
Yes.
Yeah, remember, you don't have to put...
Don't have to put the flaps?
The flaps into 10 on downwind. You don't have to put the flaps into 20 on base. You don't have to put them in on final. Alright?
So now can I put, if I want to...
Yep. So this is fine. Now you can start putting the flaps in, so long as we're below 85 knots.
Below 85, yeah.
Alright?
Below 85, flaps training.
Because we wanna try to land as slow as possible. That way we use the least amount of runway as possible.
Okay.
That way we can get off at a taxiway or runway that's sooner. Look at this. Yep. There you go. Alright, little hard.
So
you needed to add,
not flying up, right?
You needed to add just a little bit more back pressure there. But other than that was good.
I noticed that too.
So we're gonna get off, hopefully runway 12. And no, we'll go all the way down.
I did not. Yeah.
That's fine. Alright, so just take us all the way down.
I noticed that too. I didn't fly enough, right? Towards the...
You didn't what?
I didn't fly enough.
What do you mean?
Towards the end. That's why it was hard, or didn't put
You needed to add just a little bit more back pressure. You saw how it was coming down? So
a little bit more.
A little bit more back pressure, and then I think you flared just slightly too early. So if you flared when we were a little closer to the ground, it would have been fine. Remember how, like, when we do, like, I know I haven't done it with you, but remember how when you do, like, the stalls and stuff?
Yeah.
It get really slow, right? The airplane can get really slow. Especially if you add more and more back pressure. Let's get off the runway and then make the call when we're clear of the runway.
Oh man, I wish the last one I pull out the nose a little.
Yeah. Hey, it wasn't bad. We bounced a little bit, but other than that, it's progress.
Did we bounce, or was it just too? I pulled up too fast, right? And
so when we came down, we hit the ground. You might have pulled up there. I'm not quite sure. IC traffic, Skyhawk 42 Foxtrot crossing runway 30 IS City. You gotta make that radio call a little further back, okay?
Oh yeah.
That way, like if you make it.
Iowa City Cheers 47 Vicky uniform.
Don't stop on the runway.
Miles to southeast, inbound for 25 Iowa City.
So you don't want to stop on the runway, okay?
Okay.
Because we want to be clear of it. If someone's trying to land on the runway and they didn't make that radio call, we don't want to stop in the middle of the runway. Keep it moving. The fastest point that you should probably be taxiing is on the runway to get off of it. So what you want to do is what you were doing when the trees are here, okay? You're pulling up somewhere around here. So we're really high when we're flaring, okay? So somewhere here's the top of the tree, here's the trunk that's around the bottom. So somewhere about halfway up the tree, you want to start flaring there, okay? So on the last one, that's fine. On the last one, you want to flare a little bit later, and then a little bit more. Do you understand what I mean? A little bit later, a little later. So a little closer to the ground, you want to start your flare, and then a little bit more, you want to add a little bit more back pressure. Those are really the only two things that could have made that landing a little bit better. But like I said, a little bouncing here and there, who cares?